dolls, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are doing a red plaid Christmas design. Stay tuned to see the nail magic that we can create. It's time for Christmas designs. So I am gonna do a fill on my non-dominant hand. These don't look like they're grown out that much, but once I take off this design and expose that new growth, they were in need of a fill. So I am taking my extra coarse safety bit, and this is what I like to take the design off with to bulk the nail. I have this, I believe, at 16,000 RPM. I know some people like to go in the 20s, 22s. Not your girl. 16's plenty for me, and as long as you're working with a good bit, that's as high as you need it. So I skipped most of this. I think the last video I took the file and shaping out, and I believe in this video I took the file and shaping out. I had asked you guys previously, like, if you still want to see the file and shaping, or if you want me to skip it. I haven't got any feedback, so I just took it out for the last couple ones. If you like it, let me know. I can put it back in, like maybe every other video or something like that. Here I'm taking my fine sanding band, and this is where I am kind of pushing up the cuticle, exposing more of that new growth, and then I'm blending the previous builder gel in with the new nail plate. And I just get that nice and smoothed out, ready for a fill. I didn't take these ones down too much because I'm just doing a fill, and I used the same color that was on there. And because I didn't have to rebalance these because they weren't growing out a whole lot, I didn't have to take them this far down. Here I'm going in with the cuticle ball bit, and this I'm focusing on the skin. This is where I'm getting any dead skin, any hangnails, any of that dead cuticle. As I've explained in previous videos, I have very thick cuticles. I work in the medical field, and medical grade soap is just awful for your skin. And I have to wash my hands multiple times a day. So I have this on 8,000 RPM. I would not suggest that for you. I would not suggest that for your client. That is pretty high. You might get some burning, some heat. You could even go too far on the skin. This is just what I do for me. Then I take out my 100, 180. I'm using the coarser side, and this is where I am kind of crispening up the shape. I want a nice, even, level nail so that I can put that new product on. My nails, when they grow out kind of downward and then kind of curved. So like one side of my nail is always straight and crisp, and the other side is always like curved. So I usually have to fix that. Now this is with my non-dominant hand. Whenever I'm filing that free edge, trying to get a nice crisp line when I do any square, that is a pain in the butt, let me tell you. So a lot of that I have to cut out anyways, because I've got my hand like on the side of my desk, and then I'm trying to like file the edge, and yeah, it's a mess. Anyways, going in with my rubber base from LGN. This is my primer. Now I did dehydrate first, and then, like I've stated previously, this is going to adhere the new builder gel to the finger and to the previous builder gel. You can use this with her system in place of a primer. Now you can also use the primer underneath this. I had one person, I did her nails for a while, and she was notorious for picking and chewing and would pop those bad boys off. So I would dehydrate, I would prime, and then I would use rubber base and then do the gel. And that's the only way I could get them to last. But that was someone that was effectively trying to take these nails off constantly. Like, I don't know if she did that nervousness or what, but for the builder gel, I'm going back in with Rosebud, what I previously had on these nails. Gorgeous color. It's like this mauve pink with very subtle sparkle. Absolutely stunning. I think this is my all-time top favorite of hers. So I put a thin layer on the nail, and then I don't cure. That is your slip layer, your wet layer. Then I go in and get a larger amount of builder gel, and that's where I float it on top. That's where I make my structure, make sure I have my apex, get the thickness that I desire. I don't show it because I don't have a really good camera angle to show, but I do flip my nail upside down and hold it there for 30 seconds, a minute maybe, and let gravity help me. So it pulls the gel to the center, creating that nice apex for you and getting off anything on the sidewall so that you're not flooding. I cure in between each nail for 30 seconds. I do a final 60-second cure when all 5 nails are completed. And then I would wipe off that inhibition layer. Now here I'm cleaning up the edges, and I've said this time and time again, you should not do that with your nail. I really need to start wearing gloves on the other hand, the hand that I'm not doing, so that when I wipe it, I'm wiping it onto a glove. I do have alcohol and lint-free wipes right off camera sitting right next to me. So whenever I do wipe the builder gel or the gel polish, like with my finger, with my thumb, I immediately wipe it off of my finger. You don't want to let it sit on your skin too long, and you don't want to cure it onto your skin. Uncured gel on your skin can cause a gel allergy, and it can get so bad that you can never use gel again. So if you're going to wipe it off, use a tool, put a glove on your hand. Be better than Jamie. I'm just showing you, it was actually pretty cold in my house this day, but I don't know, I was having issues. I was having flooding issues, and it wasn't the gel, it was operator error. I have my days where I get these pretty good, and then I have my days where you can tell that I'm not left-handed. So this is after I put it all on there. That was after I filed, shaped, and buffed. And then I'm going in with the Beetles foundation gel. This is just a base gel. Even though my nails are pretty smooth, I like to use a base gel whenever I'm putting gel polish on. I feel like it just helps the gel glide better, and it helps adhere it to the builder gel. So multiple reasons why. I am going in with this 096. I don't know how to say this. Guibofu. I don't know. I got this from SHEIN. I did it on one of my SHEIN hauls. This is a set of reds. I think it was 6 different polishes. I love these polishes. They are so pigmented. They self-level beautifully. Well worth the amount of money I paid, because I want to say I got like 6 polishes and it was under $10. So it was maybe $1 and a little bit of change per polish, which is a really good price, especially for the quality that you're getting. So I was just showing you that I get it up to the cuticle as close as that I can get it without getting it on my skin. And then I take a liner brush, dip it in a little bit of that polish, and then that's where I can paint right up against that cuticle. I can paint those sidewalls. I did 2 coats of that polish, and I cured a full 60 seconds in between each coat with something super pigmented, with your blacks, with your dark blues, with your reds, even with the whites. Anything that has a lot of pigment, you want to make sure that you are giving it full cure time, that you're not putting your layers on too thick, or you will get where it like cures on the top and the bottom, but not in the middle. So you'll get, what would you call it? Like wrinkles in it. This one was 102. It's this gorgeous, dark, sparkly red color. I just did that on the ring finger. And again, I got it as close to the sidewalls and the cuticle as I could. And then I went and painted in with a brush. I did do 2 coats of this as well. And then once I did my final 60-second cure, I wiped them off. There is so much staining that comes off whenever you use a super pigmented polish, but especially red. I'm starting off with the plaid design. So I took out the black from Makartt, and here I'm mixing in some top coat with that black so that I can get more of a sheer black. It'll make more sense in a minute when I start actually putting it on. And then I had just the black sitting there and the white. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So I'm taking the liner brush and I'm making a line down the nail, and I'm getting it to the thickness that I want it. This is like the base of the plaid nail, so I'm going for like that lighter black, and then I'm going to be adding colors on top of that. I am curing 30 seconds, I believe, after each line. Like once I get it where I want it, how I want it, the thickness that I want it, make sure it's straight, I'm curing for 30 seconds because I will bump it, I will mess it all up. And I'm already doing line work with my non-dominant hand, so I don't need anything else working against me. So as soon as I get it the way that I want it, 30-second cure, and then I go on to the next part of it, the next line. So once I get those 2 lines, I put a line on top and then a line more towards the bottom. I'm trying to get these as straight as I can, trying to match the thickness of all 4 lines. And I'm not doing like a very certain layout. Like I wasn't looking at a picture or anything. I was just, you know, thinking of plaid in my head and just kind of going with it. On the middle finger, I'm also doing a plaid nail, and I'm not doing the same as the thumb. Like they're both plaid, but they're not the same layout. So on this one, I did it on the side of the finger and then just 1 line at the bottom. So now I'm going in with the black, not the diluted black, just the regular black, with the tiniest brush that I have. Where those 2 lines intersect, I am putting that black on that little square and darkening that up. And I'm just doing it where the black lines intersect. And I think I get a closer up shot, so it'll probably make more sense in a second. But what I did is I kind of just followed the lines. I traced the top, traced the bottom, left, right, filled it in. Then I went in with a cleanup brush and got it nice and precise and made sure that that square looks good and isn't looking crazy. When I was just initially doing it, I just wanted to get the square on there, get it filled in, wasn't worrying about being perfect because I knew I was going to go in with the cleanup brush and really get it precise. Once I got those on there, so here, this is where I go in the cleanup brush. Once I got those on there, I did cure those for a full 60 seconds just because it's, you know, super pigmented, dark black. Yeah, did the same thing on the finger. Sorry guys, I did this video a little while ago and I have not been able, I got it edited right away, but I haven't been able to do the voiceover. I have not been able to do it. So I'm over here trying to remember what I did over a week ago. So I'm sorry if it sounds like I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just kind of watching it and remembering. I took this white polish. This is also from Makartt. And I'm just drawing a line down. Take that cleanup brush. Trying to get that line straight as I can. And to the thickness that I wanted. I wanted it kind of thin. You see this one right here? That's crazy crooked. So I go in with a cleanup brush and I clean up just that one side of it and get it where it appears straighter. And then I did the same thing for the middle finger. Again, the layout is different. And like I said, I didn't have a picture or a reference. I was just winging it. So whatever I thought looked good, that's what I did. And you can do this with any colors you want, as many colors as you want. I will say if you use too many colors or too many lines, sometimes the plaid can get kind of muddy looking, but it's really just a personal preference. I mean, if you want to do plaid nails, pick your, I don't know, 4 favorite colors and go in with that. And if you're worried about the line work, get you a cleanup brush and just play. Just, you know, if you don't like it, take it off, clean it up. That's why I recommend curing after every line. So that if you do, like if I had messed up this gold and I wanted to take this gold off, I'm just taking the gold. I'm not taking everything that I just did. This gold, I do not know how to pronounce that company at all, but it's number 12. It's a liner. I have the silver and the gold, and I really like them. They're easy to work with, and man, they pack the bottle is full of gel. Like when you open it and go to put the brush back in, it's like almost overflowing. There's so much gel in it. And I've had other brands where you open it and 3/4 of it is air. But so again, putting these gold lines down any way that I like. That was me trying to give you a close-up shot. Curing each line for 30 seconds before I move on to the next line, in case I do mess something up, in case I do want to wipe something off. I'm not starting over from scratch. Using my left hand and doing all this line work, these nails took a good while. So if I would have had to redo the whole thing because I messed up on like that last line, nope, that would have been it. I would have been done. I am matting all the nails except for that sparkly red one. This is the matte top coat from LGN. Once I have this on there, I do a full 60-second cure, and then I am going to go in with the shiny top coat, and I am going to go over the glitter and kind of bring that glitter back to life. Now, by all means, if you want to leave it all matte, leave it all matte. If you want to have glossy plaid, then have glossy plaid. Like, do whatever your heart desires. These are your nails. These are what you're wearing on your hand. Play. Nail art is supposed to be fun. So don't feel like it has to be a certain way. Do you? This is where I went over the gold glitter with the shiny no wipe top coat, and then I did cure that for a full 60 seconds. So the full nail is matte except for the glitter. And then this one, I did the whole nail in the shiny top coat. So I've got matte and glossy going on. And I really like the two together. I think it's a very unique look. I don't know. I really like it. I had this bell charm. This is from SHEIN. I want to say this is from a haul I did last year. But it's red and gold. So I put that on there. And this is my final look. I really, really like these. I think they came out super cute. I love that they're short and they're square and they're simple, but they're not. And they scream Christmas. Please tell me, guys, what you like, what you don't like. Give me any feedback is super appreciated. Please leave me a like, a comment, subscribe. Happy holidays to everyone. I'm so excited for Christmas. I hope you guys are too. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, dolls.